Today I'm going to show you how to take your Bear Grylls knife and add 2 colors of paracord and a Cobra weave lanyard on the end. I hope you enjoy. Before we begin, let's go over the tools you're going to need to successfully complete this project. First, you're going to need your Bear Grylls Paracord knife or a similar knife with the same type of handle. You're going to need 2 different colors of paracord since we're going to do a 2-color design. I'm going to use the paracord that's currently on the knife, which is OD green. I'm going to use some of the spare frog green or whatever you want to call it paracord. I think it's going to be an interesting combination. We'll see how it turns out. You'll need a lighter, you'll need a pair of scissors, and you'll need your multi-tool. I don't know what you need your multi-tool for yet, but I always find I need it, so I have it ready. The first thing you need to do is take off the existing paracord, obviously. I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera just to save time. I'm going to keep this paracord so I can use it as part of my weave for the next handle style I'm doing. So to start your 2-color paracord bracelet, if you just want a knot at the end, you should just tie it in a simple short knot. But if you want to do a Cobra weave for your lanyard, you need to leave about 1 foot to 1.5 feet of excess material on the end before you start. Knot through like this, and then this 1.5 feet of excess material is going to end up being the core to your Cobra weave. I'll show you how that looks in a little bit, but let's go ahead and start weaving. We're going to go through the center hole and thread these through one at a time. Just like so. So you have both colors coming through the center hole. Good, pull it all the way snug. And get any twist out. See how this cord got twisted? Pull those twists out now and it'll be easier to finish this thing off later. Okay. Now that was the first step. Now you could run both cords all the way down like this, or you could split the cord like I'm going to do. Pull it through. So I have 1 cord going over the center bar, 1 cord going under the center bar. Let me zoom in so you can see that just a little better. See, I have a cord over and 1 cord behind. Now, when you get to the bottom, you need to thread through these small holes in the top of the handle right next to the knife blade. I'm going to thread them from the same side because that's how I usually weave them. You could probably alternate if you really wanted. I don't think it really matters in the end. Okay, so here's what it looks like now. Now the reason I did 1 cord on top of the center bar, 1 cord underneath the center bar, is because when you're all finished, you're going to be able to see those cords jumping over the center bar in that one location. Everything else will cover these 2 cords, but that one location you'll be able to see that jump. So I wanted to have 1 strand on each side of the knife when I'm finished. Alright. Now, go ahead and pull it tight. We're going to go one at a time. What you want to do is on the right side, you want to cross over 1 strand and under the other strand and behind. Let me see if I can give you a better view of that. See what I did? I went over the right strand, under the left strand. And we'll leave it on the left side. And then we're going to do the same thing with the frog green cord. We're going to go over the left side, under the right side. And what we're essentially going to do is you're treating these strands as if they're part of the knife metal on either side. It's going to tuck these strands to the knife metal. Let's do a couple more so you can see what I'm talking about. So again, over, under, or in front, behind, however you want to call it. Over, under. Maybe try to tuck this center cord to the center as you go. Now this is a good time to go ahead and tighten everything up just a little bit. If the more you go, the harder it is going to be to tighten. Now when you get to the center bar, you need to push everything down. You want to get as many stitches as possible before you cross that bar. That will help keep everything tight in the future. Paracord has a tendency to stretch out just a little bit as it gets older, so you want to make sure it's good and tight when you start off. Okay, now we're at the bar. We want to jump over the bar. Now the way I'm going to do this is you gotta cross them just like so, and you just continue on with your stitch as you have been. So what I did is this strand here was on this side down here. It was time for it to cross and come over. Now we'll do the same to the other side. So once you get the knife all braided up or stitched up for the Cobra weave lanyard on the end, there's two ways you can approach this. You can either put all the cords through the same side, that way your lanyard comes off to the side, or you could have two of the cords going through the center out one side and these other two cords coming out the other side. I'm opting to go all out one side, and that keeps the glass breaker available if I ever wanted to use that. Otherwise it's going to kind of cover the glass breaker if I had two cords on one side, two cords on the other. So when you get the knife all weaved up to your liking, go ahead and untie that knot that's on the back. Now what you're going to do is grab two of each color, and you're going to use those to tie it. Just like that. Now what that does, that keeps everything nice and tight on your handle, and then it sets you up really well to start your lanyard. So once you get this knot done, go ahead and get in a position that's easy for you to work on, and find your two shortest strands, and there should be one of each color. So for me it's these two. Those are the two that were going through that hole, center hole originally. So once you get that, go ahead and start your basic Cobra stitch. So you could do, yeah. When you get to the end of your Cobra weave paracord lanyard to a length that you're happy with, take the two light colors, tie a knot, just like that. And then what I like to do, just for a little added security, I like to tie off the two light colors as well individually, and just kind of make little pigtails out of them. Like so. Try and make them about equal in length. And then go ahead and burn the ends to keep them from falling apart. So this is how you add two colors to your Bear Grylls Paracord knife, and I also showed you how to add a Cobra weave lanyard. I think it turned out pretty good.